What's going on? And welcome back to the What's Going On podcast. I'm your host, Brett Lampley.
And I'm William Tarrant.
And today, well, I think we're pumped up. I think we're both pumped up. We're really pumped up today because it is the last day before we go off for Thanksgiving break.
Oh, man. I've been waiting for this all week, I tell you what.
Oh, yeah, that's what's been helping me get through the past 2 weeks.
I've been cranking out all my projects, all my work, so I didn't have to stress about anything, and I'm ready to sleep.
I've had nothing really that I even had to do today, which is wonderful. It's a wonderful feeling. It's a very good source of motivation for us all, I believe. I think that everyone here can agree that having something like this gets us through the week. Definitely.
Amen.
So, what do you got going on for Thanksgiving?
Well, my mother was thinking about having me over there so we can do something small for Thanksgiving.
Gotcha. Is that out of town?
About 40 minutes away.
Okay.
I don't really go out much.
Fair enough. Do you have like a specific tradition that you normally do, just like your standard Thanksgiving meal, or?
Turkey, of course.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's a given. I'm a big green bean casserole kind of guy.
Okay. You don't hear a lot of that.
Oh, it's so good. Baked mac and cheese, stuffing, ham. I prefer ham over turkey, but
Really?
Oh yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
It's good. I love good ham.
Turkey is definitely the centerpiece of my family's because my dad has a really nice grill that he likes to always smoke a whole bird on. One year he had some sort of like cheerwine glaze or something on it, like really southern stuff. It was really good. And if you don't know, listeners, like one of the best things to happen after Thanksgiving is over is the after Thanksgiving turkey leftover sandwich.
Oh my God. Yes, absolutely. 100%.
Like, get a little bit of that, microwave it for like 30 seconds, put a little bit of like Dijon mustard or whatever on it.
I feel like the after Thanksgiving meal is probably definitely better than the during Thanksgiving meal.
I don't know how turkey works like that, but it seems to be able to.
Because then you have the leftovers, and it's not as formal, so you can just sit at your TV eating stuffing and like all that. And it's like,
Just gorge.
Yep.
Gorge upon the remnants. But yeah, do you have a favorite like side? Is that the green bean casserole? Is that your favorite?
Would that be a side? I mean, what do you mean by side?
I think it would. I mean,
I do really like green bean casserole.
Gotcha.
With the fried onions. Oh my! Have you had green bean casserole?
I don't think I've ever tried it before. I'll be real.
It's really good. I tell you what.
I think my all-time favorite is the classic mashed potatoes, because my mom makes a really good one with horseradish in it, and it's got a little bit of a kick to it. It's amazing. It's exquisite.
Gonna let me try some of
that? Yeah, dude. And then we always bring the stuffing. There's something called cranberry apple bake. I don't know if you've heard of that, but it's got cranberries, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, apple slices, obviously. And then it's got a layer of granola and things like that in there. It's really good. It's sweet, but it's also got a little bit of bitter because of the cranberries. Because it's like whole cranberries. It's really good. And then, of course, turkey itself, and then whatever else. I mean, my family likes to throw in a bunch of random items. Depends on
the year.
Yeah, I mean, we normally have ham. Normally like deviled eggs and stuff, which I wouldn't normally think about, but I mean it's good, and things like that. But there's a lot of items that you can make for Thanksgiving. You can get carried away real easy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But now, of course, Johnston County had decided that we got to have the whole Thanksgiving week off instead of just after Tuesday, I believe. I think they had us going until Tuesday. So that's pretty awesome. We have a little bit more time.
Which we kind of touched on in the beginning. The whole week off next week.
Yeah, it's great. And a lot of people have travel plans. I know a bunch of people are going to the beach. I don't know why, because personally I don't think that the beach is like a real Thanksgiving place. But I mean, hey, whatever works for you, right?
Right.
Personally, I'm going to Charlotte. I think Monday, I'm pretty sure, maybe Sunday. I'm going up to Charlotte, going to check out the UNC Charlotte campus and mess around over there. And after that, I'm going to go visit with family and stuff. I actually do work a little bit on Thanksgiving because my place has like a Thanksgiving pickup. You can pick up like meals and stuff. So I'm working from 9 to 1 on the holiday, and then heading to my family's after. I'm pretty sure. I don't even know my own plans. I'll be real.
My place is closed on Thanksgiving.
Well, yeah. I don't think a sub place would really, unless the turkey sub.
Bro.
It's like a family comes in and asks for
it's a tradition.
like deli meat turkey, like a whole thing of turkey.
They just get the turkey cylinder.
Yeah, and they buy like three rolls of bread, like 3 baguettes.
It'd be like Santa Claus with Tim Allen, where he burns the turkey and they just go to a Denny's.
Like Christmas Story. Yeah, that's the one where I have the turkey on the counter and then like all those dogs rummage through.
Yeah, that's the one.
I love that movie. Speaking of Christmas, what do you think about the people celebrating Christmas? By the way, audience, it is November the 19th right now, and I have already heard Mariah Carey way too many times. Way too many. Like, it's unwarranted.
So you're the kind who's like, if it's before Thanksgiving, it's a sin.
Yeah, I mean, I love Christmas. Like, it's my favorite holiday. I love the feeling. I love everything about it. I love it wholeheartedly. But, I mean, Thanksgiving's a big holiday. It's like one of the biggest ones in our year, at least here in America. I just don't like it when people skip it, It just doesn't make sense to me. It's like when you just get past Valentine's Day and you already got like the preparations for like St. Patrick's Day, like the day after.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man, give it some time. And a bunch of people are already getting into that festive thing, and it's like, I feel you, but at the same time, it's not. We're not even in December yet. We haven't even got past Thanksgiving.
So I've definitely started listening to Christmas music.
Oh my! Oh no! I didn't realize I was talking to one of them. All right.
Man, at work, man, you put in earbuds after a long day. You take out the trash. You're walking in the dark and you just hear like Wham's "Last Christmas."
Last Christmas is a great song.
I know.
I will say, like, Christmas music is great.
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
It's my favorite part of Christmas, which is subjective, but
Yeah, I mean, there are some great songs out there. And not only like the pop culture songs, but also like classical songs. I don't know if you've ever heard like I guess he's an opera singer, Andrea Bocelli. He does a bunch of like really famous songs. He has a great voice.
Maybe I have.
Sounds like an opera. And then of course you have Mariah Carey, which love her or hate her, she's definitely there. And I mean, this is a catchy song, sadly.
You know what I've actually noticed while listening to a lot of Christmas music?
Yeah.
So I like a wide variety of Christmas music. So I listen to a lot of it, especially the old stuff, because the old stuff's the best stuff, like by far. Like, like it's beginning to look a lot,
Oh yeah, classic.
That stuff's always good. But what I've noticed is every one of those old songs has been at least covered by Michael Bublé, at least once.
Oh yeah, Michael Bublé. I didn't even think about him. He's huge this time of the
year. He has so many Christmas songs that are just covers of old Christmas songs.
Yeah, just literally
that the song starts to play and I'm like, is this the Michael Bublé version? Oh, yep, this is the Michael Bublé version.
I like his voice. What do you think about him, though?
I do. I think it's pretty good. He does them well. I mean, I'm not mad every time it plays.
I will say, though, that there is just something that you cannot replace about the old songs, though.
Absolutely. The style.
Like, you can cover it as many times as you want to, but then you turn on the original, and it's just, there's just something there. I don't know if it's the feel. I mean, the voices are all good, obviously, but I mean, I don't know if it's just like a nostalgic feel from a time that, well, neither of us were even alive, but I don't know. There's just something about that.
It probably has something to accompany nostalgia when you were younger. You just heard it all the time during that time, and so it always just reminds you of just being happy.
Yeah, and the way the audio was picked up back then, rocking around the Christmas tree. It just has a classic sound to it.
Absolutely.
I don't know why. It just gives you a warm and fuzzy feeling, a little bit more than I think some modern songs do, or at least that's just a personal thought. But it's crazy. I mean, we are fixing to head into Christmas, and then we only have a short amount of time till finals this semester.
We do. About 3 weeks? 2 weeks?
Not even that. I think it's like 11 days.
About, yeah.
Something like that. I know one of my classes is keeping track of them. It's crazy, man. The semester's passed by quick.
It really has. I feel like I've barely got to know any of my new teachers.
I know, but I mean, at least I'm just thankful. All right, with the theme of Thanksgiving, right? But I'm thankful that we were able to come to school for this time.
Definitely.
Because I didn't want to spend my whole high school career. Because I mean, I had freshman year, but only half a freshman year, and then everything else was just online. But I'm glad to be back.
Right.
And I'm glad that we got to carry out the semester relatively.
Yeah.
But it's been a good semester. Like I said, though, it feels like we've been here for like 2 seconds, and then it's just gone.
I know. It's like, what happened, man? I thought it was... Didn't I just do the Halloween thing? Wait, no, that was 2 weeks ago.
That feels like 2 weeks ago. Man, I actually just had like a massive brain wrap around there.
Bro.
Goodness gracious.
I know.
But, I mean, before we know it, it's going to be second semester. Are your classes interesting next semester? Mine are I'm pretty stacked up.
Yeah?
I
What you got?
well, I don't know how hard they'll really be, but I have honors chemistry, AP US history, which if you don't know, that's that class takes you the whole year. So I was automatically enrolled in that.
Really?
Yeah, and then I have this class, journalism, and then I finish out the day with pre-calc and math. I'm going to have a very busy, very, very busy time.
So you're taking honors chemistry?
Yeah. Have you already taken it?
No, I'm taking that next semester.
Mm-hmm. What block?
First.
Me too.
Oh, man.
We may have to coordinate after and see if we're in the same class, but it's going to be interesting. Before we know it as well, speaking of things we are going to go by fast, I mean, it's going to be the end of the year before we know it.
For sure. Definitely.
And, I mean, for me, I'm a junior now, and soon I'll be a senior, which is crazy to think about. It feels like I'm not ready at all.
You started looking for colleges or have any ideas for what you want to do? I bet you want to do photography stuff.
I love photography, but I think it'd be more of a hobby and stuff than rather a career focus. I've always been into either one or two categories, engineering or architecture.
Right.
I'm looking in, well, it'd be amazing. It'd be a dream to go to state. That's the one I want to go to the most. But then I also have UNC Charlotte, which I also really like. And that's the school that my dad went to, and some others, but those are the two major ones that I'm looking at. We'll have to see how it goes. I mean, I really hope to get accepted in the state the most, but I like both of them a lot. Well, what's your ideal college?
I actually do want to go to state as well. I heard they have a really good Air Force ROTC program there.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Actually, the first sergeant at the school used to be an instructor at NC State.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, the more you know.
I haven't really thought on that from there, but I got 2 years.
Oh, I mean, it's not like you necessarily. I mean, by the time you're a senior, it's pretty important to figure out what your next step is. But I mean, if you have enough time, you don't want to rush your future, you know.
Exactly.
But on that note, I think I am out of topics. What about you?
I think we covered a bunch of stuff today. Good day.
Yeah, we wanted to just make a real quick podcast right before the time before Thanksgiving break ran out. So we will talk to you after the break. I'm Brett Lampley.
And I'm William Tarrant.
And that's what's going on.
Absolutely.
Bye-bye.